Police Constable Michelle Brown walked out of the Supreme Court this morning a free woman. After spending almost 2 years on remand at the Belize Central Prison, Justice Colin Williams found her not guilty of the 2017 murder of Farid Ahmad. This acquittal is certainly a relief for Brown, who is no longer accused of that high-profile crime. She can now reconnect with her children and her family, return to work, and collect all that back pay that was accumulated while she was on interdiction. But the loved ones of Farid Ahmad, the man Brown was initially accused of fatally shooting at close range, will have to come to terms with the fact that no one will face any legal consequences for his violent death.
As a family, we were resolute to leave the matter up to the court and the hands of the law. And so there is a verdict, and we respect that verdict. And as a family, we will just continue to move on, pick up the pieces, and, move on from here.
Essentially, you guys are not getting justice for the death of your brother.
Well, justice for us means Farid being here. And if Farid is not here, then, that it's.
What is the next step for healing for your family, given that the culprit, whoever that person is still out here?
At the end of the day, we are also a God-fearing family. And so that person or those persons will have to live with what they did and have to give account to the best of judge, right? And so we will live with that. But in terms of, picking up the pieces, we will go and continue remembering Farid as the loving brother and caring son and father and loving husband as he was, and continue living with those cherished memories, right? As we have been doing for the past 3 to 4 years.
The judge spent almost 2 hours going through all the evidence that emerged in this trial without a jury. He made sure to note that there were significant gaps in the case where the authorities failed to deliver key pieces of forensic evidence that could have helped address important doubts he had about Brown's guilt or innocence.
Quite a bit came up during the trial. I think as well that there were certain names of officers that she also mentioned, right? And maybe that is an element for question in terms of the prosecution and the DPP's office. Why were those missing pieces not presented in the trial, right? It's unfortunate how it ended up, but as I said, we had every optimism and respect for the process of the law. And so, yes, we did hear some disheartening, I would say, missing pieces, but, we have to respect the verdict and the process that took its course.
And while they try to move on with their lives, the Ahmad family is hoping that police no longer have any reason to be keeping tabs on them, as though they are suspects in some sort of illegal activity that is yet to be revealed.
You highlight something that, our family has been struggling with for a couple of years, right? The fact that we have been unnecessarily harassed and being targeted, unjustifiably, right? We hope now that the fact that, the process has taken its course and, there was an investigation and there was a trial and this is the outcome of it. We just hope now that our family can, continue to live in peace and all the harassment and the ongoing surveillance over us is ceased. Our plea to the government and to the police is that, listen, we've continued and proven ourselves as law-abiding, productive citizens in this country, right? Each one of us have vested and invested positively and constructively in this country. There is absolutely no reason to be, for us to be under that surveillance. And if there is, then let it manifest itself in terms of the evidence.
Reporting for 7 News, Daniel Ortiz.